So I'm replacing the part from X8R, which I've had delivered, the Ford handbrake cable repair kit. I've got the Ford S-Max Mark 1. Now, you're supposed to do this after removing the whole handbrake, but I'm giving it a whirl, doing it without removing the whole handbrake. So fingers crossed. I've got a barbecue skewer to try and force the wire at the front of the handbrake, which has worked. That's come out there. I'm now going to try and feed it through the bottom. So what I've done here, I've looped an air freshener around here because this little bit did wedge down and got stuck. So I had to pull that out while you're fiddling with the wire. You might want to do that. And then so you go around. So this comes down around the front of the little nylon wheel that's in there, and it goes back in underneath here. Goes back in there, and then you have to get it out just before the release mechanism that's here. So I have used a drinking straw to push it down and out the bottom here. You can see, put my hand down, I can now grab hold of this before trying to fix it onto the piece here. So now I've put the little screw in the front of the clamping part and then thread the wire through there. I'm going to tighten that up and see if I can fit this onto here, and then see if I can tension it. So I have, I don't know if you can see. I have that. Managed to, I tightened up the little screw to clamp the wire so that it's not going anywhere, and then I've just managed to fit this part onto, that's all out of focus, but and then pop the bolt through. Now I'll try with the nut. So I've just tightened up the little bolt with a little Allen key and an adjustable spanner, and then I'm refitting the button assembly, which is popping this bit into the button and then putting the other part of the top on and clipping it into the top of the handle. So this is the button inside the top of the handle, where the little plastic piece here has hooked into this housing. You pull the spring back and pop it in there. So that is like that. Just clip the little silver finish on this end, and I'll do the other end for clipping this back onto the handle. And you can see now when I press this button, the little loop of cable that's down there does move, so it's working. Now with a driver in there, I've been able to tighten the screw up after I had pulled the cable through. So if I remove that, I press this button, it releases. So that seems to work successfully. That's not going anywhere. And they say you can snip that off, so it's neater. So now all there is for me to do is put all the trim and everything back on the center console, which is one hell of a job. These are all the little screws, all the screws that came off it, and I've got to try to remember where each of them went. I did break a couple of little bits of trim in the process of pulling it all off, but it's on the inside, so I don't think it's gonna matter much, and I don't think it's gonna go anywhere, to be honest. I'm not planning on tipping this car upside down. So there we go.